Golf Central. Brought to you by Titleist.
The PGA Tour is finished for 2016, but the World Cup of Golf kicks off tomorrow in prime time on Golf Channel Down Under, featuring some of the best players in the world. Here's what you need to know about the four-day event. Two-man teams representing 28 countries. For the U.S., it's Ricky Fowler, who chose Jimmy Walker. It's 2 days of foursomes, 2 days of four-ball. Scores will be based on the team performance. And we are in Australia, one of the great places in the world. And with that, we welcome you to Golf Central. Ryan Burr along with Tripp Eisenhower. And how about it, Tripp? The World Cup of Golf going straight team, switching things up from the individuals and an individual winner, which we saw last year, teaming with the individual scores. Now a straight team event. Your thoughts?
Well, it was a couple of years ago when Jason Day won the individual title. And, of course, they reworked the format. I really like this. If you look at how it lays out what these players are going to be doing, it's much more of a team part of that will determine the World Cup and who's the ultimate champion. You can see, I love this, Ryan. I love going to foursomes and what's called alternate shot. It's officially called foursomes, but most people know it as alternate shot. And, of course, best ball, 2 days of that. This is great stuff. This is what these team competitions are all about. You play it in those, and they're so important in these players' lives and on their schedules that it's good to see these players get more reps in it, because it helps not only the captains of the Ryder Cup or the President's Cup teams, it helps them gel these teams. And, hey, did you like playing with this person when you were there? And you're also representing your flag. It's great stuff.
And the whole selection process of what the teams end up to be, that certainly creates some buzz for sure. As I mentioned, it will be Ricky Fowler and Jimmy Walker together. But how about Adam Scott and Mark Leishman, Thomas Pieters, Nicholas Colsaerts, Chris Wood and Andy Sullivan? More on that in a bit. Shane Lowry with Graham McDowell, Hideki Matsuyama and Ryo Ishikawa, and Rafa Cabrera-Bello with John Rahm. That's right, John Rahm will play with Bello. And then the aforementioned Fowler and Walker together once again. We're coming your way 7 o'clock on Wednesday. So time now for 3 on the Tee, Tripp. We just told you some of the more popular teams. Give me the 3 you like this week.
Well, I'm going to start right with the Spanish team. And for one reason, I think Rafa Cabrera-Bello, what he did at the Ryder Cup and how he played is going to do wonders for him going forward. Just being able to make the clutch putts under that. We saw him, he's got a lot of length off the tee and accuracy off the tee. Now he's got a ton of confidence to go with it. Yeah, he's not playing with Sergio, but here's a shot that I love. This shows the power and accuracy. He did hit it in the water, but this is his third shot on the par 5. Very few players took on this flagstick. Most bailed to the right. He hit a high, beautiful draw in there. He's got all the different shots, and that's why I think he's going to be not only a great player this week, but in many of the major champions next year. He was one of the few players to make the cut in all 4 major championships. And this young man, well, he's going to be a breakout player on the PGA Tour. I think he's going to win this season on the PGA Tour. He's got all the tools necessary. And for a long hitter, he's extremely accurate. They should blend well. We know how important the Spanish teams playing for their country is, so I look for them as one of the teams to look out for. The next one is Team Japan. Hideki Matsuyama arguably playing some of the best golf of anybody on the planet right now. The ball striking has been there year after year, day after day. This is the difference. Performance on the greens. He won in China at the WGC HSBC Champions in dramatic fashion. I mean, just walked away with that one, just distancing himself from the field. And he also won in Japan a couple of times. He leads the FedEx Cup point list. And his partner, well, a guy who, starting in August, won in Japan and reeled off a bunch of top 10s in a row. He has cooled off slightly, but he's got a ton of confidence, and his game is there. What was missing the last couple of years was that confidence. His recent good play should do a lot. Look for that team. But my favorite team is the team from Belgium. I'm going with Nicholas Colsaerts and Thomas Pieters for one reason. They're both playing with a lot of confidence and both playing well. Thomas Pieters, another player that I look at the Ryder Cup. A young player who was put in this situation, was a captain's pick, and boy, did he deliver big time. Yes, they did not win, but these matches were really close. And you got Rory McIlroy over there. You got to make a putt for him. That kind of stuff does wonders for a young player. He's extremely talented, of course. Played in the United States at Illinois for Mike Small, one of the many players coming out of that great program. But he's got all the skills necessary to be a great player, not only on the European Tour, but on the PGA Tour. And his partner, well, I tell you what, look out for this guy, Nicholas Colsaerts. When he starts playing well, he gets on runs. And the reason why he has not been playing well is another one of those players. So goes the putter, so goes Nicholas Colsaerts. He drives the ball as long as anybody on the planet. You know what? In the Ryder Cup in 2012, he showed his full potential. He pretty much beat 2 Americans just by himself, shooting a 64 at Medina. He's got all the potential as well. That's my favorite team because they're both in form and both have probably the most confidence of anybody in this format.
A lot of excitement, a lot of buzz around this event. Team golf just seems to bring out the emotions and the drama, so certainly look forward to that. More from Tripp in just a little bit. You're home for the World Cup of Golf. Golf Channel, live coverage. See which team can get off to the hot start in first-round foursomes. Our coverage of the World Cup of Golf begins tomorrow at 7 right here on Golf Central. Lydia Ko is still the top-ranked woman in the world, but change continues to be part of her future. According to Jaime Diaz, report in Golf World, Lydia will leave Callaway for PXG equipment in 2017. Diaz is saying well-placed sources confirmed the move and that PXG will offer a better financial deal. However, PXG has not confirmed the report. This isn't the only change for Ko really in the last month, as she, you'll remember, fired her caddy of 2 years in October. Still to come on Golf Central, find out why there is a bit of a family feud brewing between English golfers. Plus, with all 4 major tours done for the year, which has the best formula to crown their season-long champion?
Golf Central is brought to you by the new Titleist NXT Tour and NXT Tour S. Innovation that matters. Grip Confidence. Grip Golf Pride.